Hi, I'm Ricardo.
And I'm Ricardo too.
Welcome to Tips, a show about traveling, internships, professional programs, study groups, students, and education in general. Today we're going to talk about things to take into account when doing a PhD, perhaps to manage expectations appropriately. So Ricardo, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I think to me it's a very good combination. I think choosing where to do a PhD and when to do a PhD. I think it's a very good thing to take into account things that maybe people don't expect. I think a lot of the times people think of the university first, or maybe the city or the country first. I think all of those things are good. It's good to choose the right city for you and the right country and the right university. But I think often people don't think about supervisors. Actually, choosing your supervisor is probably as important, or I would say even more important, than the university and the city where you do it.
I was gonna say, because you're gonna be with that person, that supervisor, working with him for 2, 3, 4 years and only with him because you don't go to class as a PhD student.
In Australia, you can have some elective courses that you can take as a PhD. It's a different system. In the US, you do spend 1 or 2 years doing courses and then start your research. In Europe, you have both models, but mostly independent research as well, self-directed research. But yeah, there is definitely an element of relationship that you establish with him or her, whoever is your supervisor. These days, it's more common than back in my day. It was like 1-to-1. These days, it's more common to have a team of supervisors. So you usually have like a primary supervisor and then a secondary supervisor, maybe from another field, or someone who specializes in a method or a tool. So it's good to think of your supervision team. And just like I said before, it's really important that people look around and they read and they contact potential supervisors and they establish a good relationship. I mean, of course, supervisions can change during the PhD, and they do change for a lot of people, but you don't want to go there. Ideally, you want to work with someone who is the right person and the right fit for you. And also, there are pros and cons. If it's a junior, early career academic, they will be more keen to work with you, and they will give you more time. I think they will take better care of students. But if it's a more senior academic, they will have a lot of contacts and a lot of networks and a lot of experience. So I think, again, maybe a joint supervision between someone in the early days.
Let's suppose I am doing my master's degree. I'm really, really enjoying my course, but I don't really have a specific topic. If I don't have a specific topic, can I apply for the PhD, or is it better to just wait until I have something very specific to then research? What's your advice?
So my first reaction to that would be that person would not be ready to do a PhD, because we do get a lot of applicants saying, I'm interested in 25 things, and like whatever it is, I want to do a PhD, and often the reality is they are not ready to do a PhD. I would say spend more time, especially for my type of area and my discipline, which has to do with design and technology and creativity. I always suggest people spend more time in professional practice, if that's the case, because then from professional practice, they will understand what are the issues that are more of their interest.
Okay, perfect. So to conclude the episode really quickly.
Yes, have a specific topic, choose your supervisors, look obviously for funding sources. So either scholarships, or a lot of PhD students these days have like a combination of maybe like partial scholarships and also part-time jobs. Universities have a lot of part-time jobs that they can offer PhD students. So yeah, I think those would be my...
Perfect, great. If you want to follow or connect with me on LinkedIn, you can find me as Ricardo Gutierrez, Betsy Accommodation Solutions, or Innovator Diaries Podcast.
And I'm Ricardo Sosa, and you can find me on Twitter, Design Computing.